It's me, I guess. Okay. Anyway, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Jin, aka Bambi. As you can see, I hung up my whole name onto the wall. Like, this isn't my room and my house. I went a little bit extra and put my whole name in my own room, and I stay alone. Must be nice. But anyway, you guys, I hope you like this sign with my name. It was made by a girl called Angela. She's Ghanaian. She's in Ukraine with me, studying medicine as well. But she's got a company in which she makes all kinds of art. I think she mostly deals with papers, but she got you. She got you. So if you're in Ukraine and you need art like this, don't hesitate. You guys should follow her on her Instagram page. I will leave all her details down in the description box below. Just go check her out. Talk to her if you want any artwork, and she'll say what she can do, I guess. But for me, I think she did a really pretty good job with my name. For me, I don't know about you, that's you, but for me, I think it's actually really great. So I'll leave her details again in the description box below. If you guys are interested, hit her up and she'll make you something, maybe even better, because you know, progress is day by day, she's becoming better, I guess. So without wasting much of your time and my time, let's get right into the story time. Okay. So in Zambia, I just remembered something. Normally before children started listening to a story or someone was about to explain a story, they would say, I can't remember, but they said something like, story time, story time. Then someone would be like, you guys, I remember so vividly what you can respond, but I don't remember what the person who's telling the story says. But the people who would respond would be like, time never ends, but the story ends today. Hey! Okay, that was just something I just thought of. In today's video, I will be explaining. For you, you might think it's a sad story, but in the end, I'll explain my point of view about this whole story. So initially, I was supposed to do this video with my sister when I was home in Zambia. I have a little clip that you saw probably at the beginning of this video when I was with my sister. So yeah, that's my sister. I was supposed to do this video with my sister. Quite alright, we made the video, but my phone's been tripping and it's a whole nother story. But all in all, the videos went missing. I couldn't turn the video, like it was a whole situation. But I promised her that when I go back to school, I'm going to explain this whole story, because we're supposed to do it together and I just feel like I needed to do it, and I don't know when next I'm going to see her, because she's at school, I'm at school. When I'm on break, she's in school. It was just a coincidence because of my birthday that she was home, I was home. But aside that, we rarely get to see each other unless I go and visit her. Yeah, so I might as well just do this video, and then when I'm with her, we can probably do an update of the video. So yeah, I really can't remember the year, but it must have been 13 years ago, 13 years ago, and it was 23rd March. All I remember is I must have been in grade 5. So okay, I will put the original date down below somewhere here or here. But yeah, let's just start the story. So on this day, I decided to escort my sister to tuition because she was in her 12th grade, which is like the last grade of high school. In Zambia, we say the 12th grade. I'm sure other countries. Anyway, just know it's the last year of her senior high. So she's supposed to go to university after this year of high school. So she was obviously attending tuition so they could help her with preparation for her exams. You know, final exam is coming, she has to study, she has to go for tuitions and everything. So we would basically walk over to my church in Zambia. That's just like a street horizontally in front of my street. I don't know how I can put it, but it's a whole nother street on the other side of the road. But the only thing that makes it really far is there's a school, a huge primary school that's in between the street, my street, and the church street. So there's a really huge school and my church is on the other side of the road. So you have to literally go around the school. So it's kind of a distance. Maybe let me say a good 10-15 minutes walk. But anyway, so we went for tuitions and I would go there because her friend had younger sisters that I would play with at tuition. So we'd probably meet there. We'd always meet there to play games while our older sisters are studying. Mind you, I was in my 5th grade. I was still very young. Very, very young. So, okay, she went for tuitions, and at the end of tuitions, we had to walk back because, mind you, as I said, my house was just a street horizontally on the other side of the road.
You are so dumb.
You know what I'm really trying to say, but yeah, around the corner of my house. So we could practically walk, and my sister was old enough to help us walk. Yeah? Or to walk alone with me. So, okay. Fast forward, we were headed back home, and there's a kantemba. A kantemba is a Bemba word, but it just means like a small kiosk or a small shop that they sell all these small things like chips. What else could be there? Gum, sweets, juice, all these small attractive things that attract children, to go buy popcorn. Just a small shop. So there was a small shop there that every time I would escort my sister, she'd buy me a jawbreaker. I hope I find a picture of a jawbreaker, but they are these really big sweets. They never finish. Like, if they finish, it would be like a week after. Okay, I might have exaggerated, but it's a really big candy. It's really big. And the one that they had by the shop near my house was like really thick and orange. So every time I would escort my sister, she would always get me that sweet from, the kantemba, the shop. So this day, funny enough, we were late because I think she must have been talking with her friend and she totally lost control of time and we were so late. So when she saw that it was kind of late, she's like, okay, we need to hurry home. So I was begging her, I said, please buy me the jawbreaker. Please buy me the jawbreaker. She's like, no, we have to go home. Mind you, my sister is a bully. Not a bully to other people. Okay, maybe, no. Okay, she's sweet to other people. But there's just that sibling bullying. Yeah, to me, she is still a bully, but, now we're old, so we don't really see it as bullying. It's just always, But when I was young, this girl, if she says no, don't even cross her path and say, but I want. If she'll slap your head, you reset your whole mind, factory settings.
Who's gone?
Guys, this girl, she was lethal. She still is lethal, but I mean, anyway, that's not the whole point of the story. Back to the story. So she refused to get me that jawbreaker. So I was so angry and I was crying. And as a child would do, they wouldn't want to walk with the person who's upset them. So this is what happened, yeah? My house is basically located at a triangle. This is why we wanted to do this video at home together so we could show you. But I'll try and explain, okay? So between the kantemba, the shop, and my house, it's literally a good 5-minute walk. 5 minutes isn't too much. I can say a 3-minute walk. It's really a short distance. But the shop is kind of here, and there's a road. The kantemba shop is in the main road for my road. Okay, so I will not actually say the location of my house and the street because this is, social media, public I just don't want to, privacy sake. So my house is in a main road, and there's obviously a small road that will have to join the main road. So there's a small road that joins and enters the main road into my road. I hope it's actually made some sense. So there's like a main road and a road that joins into my road. Great. So the distance between the road that joins and my place is just 2 gates apart. By gates, I mean houses. Mind you, on this other side, there's the school. The primary school I talked about that separates my house and the church. So there's the school on this side, and on this side, there are houses. So between the junction and my place, there's like literally 2 gates. 1, 2, and my house is number 3. Fine. So I was walking from the shop, I had gotten to the junction, and I was angry. So at this time of the year, they were trying to construct our road. So our whole road was graveled, orange sand. I don't know how to say it, but gravel, they are trying to tar our road. So it was gravel. So there's sand on the sides of the road. So if you're a pedestrian, you have to try and maneuver your way either aside the gravel or you walk into the road. You walk maybe on top of the gravel or at the back of the gravel or into the road. But we couldn't walk on the other side of the gravel because it was kind of leaning in towards the drainage system. So we had to walk in the road, not in the middle of the road, but slightly at the side of the road. Yeah. So I was so angry. I had crossed the road. My sister was screaming. She was like, I should wait for her. Why am I so angry? She was just telling me I should learn to understand when no is no. She was screaming, yeah, and she was behind me. I was just ignoring. She kept on talking and talking, and I was ignoring her and ignoring her. Soon after, she heard a car coming, or should I say it was cruising. So she turned backwards and she saw a car coming real quick. Like, you can see the dust if something is coming real quick. So she called my name 3 times and it always plays in my head. She said, Jean, 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 move out of the road. There I was, stubborn little girl, just ignoring my sister, walking into the road. I was just walking. I didn't even care. Like, this is someone who's already refused to give me my jawbreaker. I ain't listening to you, sis. I'm going home and I'm gonna report you to my mother. Because first of all, I was like, today is today. First of all, you refused to buy me my sweet. I'm going to say you were late because you are busy talking with your friend. Then again, you refused to give me my jawbreaker. I really had, that urge to report as a child. The youngest reporting about the oldest. And she called my name 3 times. I remember it so well. Woo! Why is my voice breaking? No one's gonna cry here. No one's gonna cry. Woo! I think it's time for juice. So she called my name 3 times. She said, Jean, Jean, Jean. And I didn't look back. And soon after, I heard bang. First, I felt something push me, like someone pushed me to the side. And I heard bang. Guys, when I tell you bang, it wasn't a door. It was... But I was there. And soon after, I'm looking around and I'm in a ditch with sand all around. And I'm like, what's happening here? What's happening here? And I'm like, first things first, where's my sister? I started searching around. I was calling her. I was, Mapesho, where are you? Mapesho, where are you? And I heard someone saying, I'm here. So I was trying to follow the voice. Mind you, the road was being constructed, so the gravel had that dust. you know. So I'm there looking for my sister, and I see a car had spun on the side and was crashed on the side, and there was a tree that was right at the front of our gate. Mind you, this happened at our gate. This was my gate, and there's a tree literally, and it was there, but now they removed it because accidents after my sisters kept on happening and happening and happening. So they got rid of the tree because they said it was bad. No one even planted that tree there, but it was there. Like, the way that tree had grown, we don't know where it came from, because my neighbors didn't plant it, we didn't plant it, so we don't know where it came from, but we had it chopped. So the car hit my sister and hit into the tree. I think it had a partial, I honestly don't know because I did not see, but all I know is my sister got hit by the car, by her femur bone, yeah, that. So it hit her and hit her ankle, you know. And I was calling my sister. I said, Mapesha, where are you? Mapesha, where are you? She's like, I'm here. I went there and I found her laying down straight on the ditch. Right above the ditch, there's a ditch, you know, a drainage ditch, but she was above the drainage ditch. Between the gravel sand and the drainage ditch, then there's a drainage. I don't know if I've explained it well, but she was just lying there. And I went there and I said, let's go home. Mom is going to be upset. She's like, I can't move. I said, what do you mean you can't move? She said, I can't stand up. And she's like, my leg. I'm like, what has your leg done? And she blacked out. I was like, what is this girl talking about? You know, I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong with her leg? You know, we had those bell-bottom jeans. Or was she wearing pedo? No, I think she was wearing a pedo. Let me not lie, because I saw her leg. So as soon as I turned and saw her leg, I saw blood. You guys, I was young, but I knew what blood was. You understand? So I was trying to discover, like, why is her leg looking like mashed mincemeat? I don't know if you know what mashed mince is, or mashed meat, or ground beef. It was, her leg was mashed. I'm like, oh my goodness. So this, mind you, this was by my house gate, like literally outside the gate. First thing is, I'm running to go report to my mom. Now, this is the funniest part about it. As a kid, I loved to lie. And by lying, I mean, I do something and I say, I'm just joking. And I run away, you know. I'll be like, Mapesho, daddy's calling you. Then when she stands up and reaches half the way, I'll be like, I'm just joking. And I run away. The things that used to excite me as a child, I really didn't have a lot of friends, but you know. So when I ran into the yard, I smelled my mom was cooking, yeah, but I ran to the store and I'm like, mommy, my patient has been bashed. This was my mom, period. I'm actually not even joking. She said, what? Are you just joking? I'm like, mom, I ain't joking. And I was crying and sweating, and she knew that this was no joke at all. The woman left the stove. She had sense. I thank God for my mom because she had sense. She turned off the stove and she ran to the gate with her apron, just like that, with her slippers, and she ran to the gate and she was crying. Because soon, when I ran into the yard, people had gathered to see what was happening. So there was this woman, Bambuya. Yeah. Is she still there? Yeah. I think she's still there. But is she? Okay. I'm not so sure. But she came with her car and she parked her car opposite our gate. Like, she saw what had happened. Not everything per se, but she saw that we were walking home, because she's the one who I always used to buy those jawbreakers from. So she saw what had happened and she saw that we didn't reach home, and she saw that I was running to the yard and the car and everything. So she came and drove over with her car and parked opposite our house to carry my sister to the hospital. So as they were lifting my sister into the car, my mom was crying. There was blood all over the place. And the guy who bashed into my sister, funny enough, he was a worker. He was an outside worker, a gardener. This guy's boss had left the country and the boss received a new car. So him, instead of leaving the car, he decided to take it for a test drive. And as he took it for a test drive, he hit into my sister. Bravo. Clap for yourself. You deserve an accolade.